Welcome to Point Blank, where we suss out the latest on the minds of Singaporeans, and as we try to get Sarah into the
Sarah in the frame.
It's dropping off the edge of the screen.
Has recently slouched that way. I have no idea why.
Okay, you must be wondering who the people in the studio are.
That's right. Who are they?
Who are they? That's the question of the day. Who are they?
Okay, we have Donald.
Yes. First of all, first things first.
Okay,
what are we talking about today?
We are talking about
okay, we are talking about
older women.
The question was actually
yeah.
posed at you. Okay.
That's right, you.
Okay, there are a few things we're going to throw out here. Cradle snatcher, toy boy, cougar, puma. So what do you say?
I say the red flags are flying.
Definitely. If you haven't already guessed, we're talking about people who have dated or married someone much younger or older, which brings us to why our guests are in our living room. On my left, I have Mypaper columnist and a PR manager, Ana Ismail. You could have seen her before in Mypaper. Yes. She's married to Leonard Ow, who is 11 years her junior. Okay. I have on the far left, Donald Lim, and he's dating a woman 10 years older. That's Donald over there. And
hey, Donald! You're far away.
Okay, and Sarah Ann, who is far away from Donald, is one of our presenters.
Yeah, she's had a lot of experience dating.
Lots.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people of all ages, you know.
Very young to the very old.
Yeah.
Today, just take it like I have a bullseye painted over my face. So
Yeah.
How did you guess?
I don't know.
Okay, but first things first. Okay, we're going to look at trends and all that. You know, so much more pairings with larger age gaps, we see around. Well, at hand, first of all, we have Hollywood to answer all of life's conundrums. Just because these larger than
They
life...
answer life's conundrums.
Yeah,
do they?
in a very...
I see Hannah looking
in a
at
very
me.
metaphysical and philosophical way.
Donald, do you think that's true?
Not really.
It doesn't stop anything, right?
So, you know why? Just because these larger-than-life celebs make everything seem so much simpler. What? Let's take a look.
Well, they say art imitates life, or is it the other way around? According to US magazine AARP's 2003 survey, a whopping 34% of women over 40 are dating younger men in America. Well, in Hollywood land, the celebs seem to have defied the ageism stereotype, and older women who date significantly younger men are now called cougars, an increasingly popular term. Hollywood's cougar couples are still going on strong, and it doesn't seem to be just desperate housewives looking for a high-octane fling. Well, let actions speak louder than statistics, like the high-profile relationship of Demi Moore, for example, who in her 40s married the then 20-something heartthrob Ashton Kutcher, a 15-year age gap, and married for 4 years. And yup, they're still together. Another cougar couple, Susan Sarandon and actor hubby Tim Robbins, who's 12 years her junior. Well, they've been together for 20 years, and the couple has 2 sons. Hollywood men seem to be doing pretty well too. Who can forget Michael Douglas and his young wife Catherine Zeta-Jones, 24 years younger than him, to be exact. They're still married today and for 8 years already. And Tom Cruise, never mind his couch-jumping antics, is still happily married to Katie Holmes, who's 16 years younger than him. Well, Tomcat have lasted for 3 years and are still together. They have a daughter. And then there's Woody Allen and his current wife, Soon-Yi Pravin. They met, of course, when Allen dated Pravin's mother, Maya Farrow. After celebrating his 62nd birthday, Allen and his 27-year-old girlfriend married. They are now raising 2 children in addition to the children Allen has helped to raise with his wife's mother. But that's Hollywood. Closer to home, well, Asian stars don't seem to fare all so well. Let's look at the much publicized on-off relationship between Faye Wong and Nicolas, who's 11 years her junior. About 2 years after the couple started dating, Nick's affair with Hong Kong actress Cecilia Cheong ended the relationship. But Nick and Faye resumed in a start-stop relationship when he broke up with Cecilia, but only for about a year more. And Karen Mok, now 38 years old, dated Stephen Fong, 9 years younger. They ended their 9-year relationship last year. Barbie Sue was seeing fellow Taiwanese actor Vic Zhou, 5 years younger. The highly publicized relationship lasted 2.5 years. but never say never. Veteran Hong Kong celebrities George Lam and Sally Ye, who are 14 years apart in age, are still married since 1996. That's 13 years altogether. And taking it home to Singapore, here are some numbers. According to Singapore's Department of Statistics, just for first marriages, 71% of men married younger women last year. This is about 2% lower than the 73% in 1997. 33% of these couples were aged within 1 year of each other, similar to 1997. However, large age differentials have increased over the decade. Couples with partners aged 10 years or more apart increased from 6.6% in 1997 to 9.4% in 2007. Well, it seems age may matter less and less given the trend of the widening age gap between couples in Singapore, so don't rule out someone much older or younger just yet.
Well, SingStat says that, the number of people who are 10 years or more apart are getting, married more and more. And we have evidence in our living room. Ding, 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 ding. So let's just start with the pair who's already here. Okay, Leonard and Ana. How long have you been together? Okay, let's say before you got married. How long were you together for?
Like dating.
Yeah, like dating.
A little bit more than a year. Close to 2 years.
How did you guys meet? I mean, there is a big age gap, right? Like,
Okay, wait.
What?
Before we ask Ana and Leonard their story, I actually went down last night to Jitterbug, and I did a short little clip on them, the backstory.
Yeah, he had the privilege of doing it.
Yeah.
Lucky thing, you.
Okay, so let's take a short
Let's start with that. Let's start with that.
Whispering in the trees, it's two sailors and they're...
Okay, I'm here with Ana and Leonard. And Ana and Leonard are going to tell us a bit about their courtship when they first started out. Okay, how did you guys meet?
We met through dance.
Oh, so right here at Jitterbugs?
Yes. It's a pretty romantic story. I mean, through dance,
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm the most senior and experienced of us two. I mean, I've been dancing for 11 years, been swing dancing for 11 years, and Leonard came onto the scene about 5 years ago, and he, even as a beginner, I really noticed that he had a flair about him for the dance, so I was quite impressed.
Okay, when you first saw Leonard, what did you think? First impressions, if you can recall.
Yeah, I actually can. I saw him dancing in the studio on the other side, and I thought, hey, this kid can really dance. This kid. Yeah.
Okay, what do you say to that, Leonard?
I was a kid. And I would say I didn't really pay much attention to her at first.
Thanks.
Because
How do you categorize her?
She was like instructor.
Yeah.
Somebody I had to wow, okay, I need to reach that level quickly so I can get to know her.
Okay, so after that you guys started going out about?
Maybe a little bit more than a year ago. Because he, as I said, he was a really good dancer and he became better and better really quickly, and he started to perform with the performance team. And we kind of got thrown together after a while. And we started dancing together and practicing together and teaching together, and then we would hang out after, after a gig.
Sooner or later we had the hots for each other.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he proposed after we decided to get married, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a very conventional person. He's
But actually, we're both pretty old-fashioned. I'm actually quite old-fashioned.
Like down on one knee
down on one knee, no rock, no talk. Yeah. But I really didn't expect him to, go the whole hog, because I thought, okay, we've decided to get married, we'll just get on with it. But on my birthday, he planned this wonderful birthday surprise that I did not expect at all. And after the birthday party, and he was going to present me with my present, and I really thought it was going to be a kitten, because long story. Earlier that year, this year, I lost my cat, whatever. So I thought he was going to give me a kitten. So he had blindfolded me, led me to a couch, and I sat down. Then he asked me to take off my blindfold, and I thought he would be presenting me with a cat, right? Instead, he was there on one knee, holding a diamond ring. This one. Yeah.
So no rock, no talk. And then after the rock, he started talking. Like, will you marry me and stuff like that?
Yeah, and I was kind of like, had the waterworks going for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot to say yes, but eventually I did.
Were you waiting for the answer and going like, so what is she thinking?
No, actually, she said yes quite quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
we went like, yes. No, actually I had to ask you, so yes or no?
Yeah, so eventually I said.
Eventually she said yes.
I sealed the deal.
We are glad you sealed the deal.
Sealed the deal. And we have the product of deal sealing.
Down there.
Deal sealing?
I'm not fat, I'm just pregnant.
This is how many months?
Any minute now, actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
So
stay tuned.
If we have a childbirth going on here, it will be a first on Radio TV.
Definitely.
We have many firsts.
Okay, we're now going to move on to Donald and just get a bit of story on you meeting your Susan and where you guys met and stuff like that.
Okay, it happens when we were working in the same office. So
how long ago was that?
That was like about 2.5 years ago.
So you've been together for about 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Okay.
So same office and then sparks flew and all that. But how much?
Is it that kind
That is why Sarah is single. Okay, but
okay.
Let's not explore why.
Yeah, we not yet.
Not yet. Later, your turn later.
So one fine night, I just decided to like.
鼓起勇气.
You're Chinese?
Nice one. She is.
Could have been me as well.
Yeah, like garnish.
Yeah, one fine night, I just decided to ask her out for dinner.
Dinner.
That started the ball rolling. So it moves on from there.
But do you know about the difference in age when you? In ages when you first asked her out for dinner?
Oh yeah, actually I did plan through, but it was like the youngest child in my family. So there were objections from both sides of the family.
So you asked your family before you started dating her, is it? Or?
Ask for permission.
No, I just pushed through the thing.
Wow,
real man.
Whole man.
Just get on with it.
That's the right way.
Get on with it and seal the deal. That should be our reason for today.
Let's not pressure him, he's on his way.
Okay. So after that, so you had a good. So far, you guys have any problems, with public perception on, when you guys go out and stuff?
Actually, I don't really care what. I don't really care what other people like. Sometimes I get funny looks here and there, but I just.
Have you heard people say anything at all?
Whether they're close
nasty
friends
at all,
or anything.
Not exactly. Of course, I have friends who like voice out their
okay, what did they say?
concern. Yeah. They're like, "Come on, man, it's not going to work out." This kind of thing.
What's the general trend of what people are telling you?
Not quite the general trend because.
There are people who are supportive as well, right?
I have a group. I have groups of unconventional friends as well. So it's
我们永远支持你 that kind of.
When she speaks in Chinese, you'll be like, what? Disconnect image and the sound. What is going on?
To the topic.
Yeah, to the topic.
Yeah, so today.
If you don't support me, then I'll just have one less friend then.
But parents and everything.
Yeah, we see your stance is really firm.
You don't need friends like that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man, it's
your life.
Yeah, my girlfriend. So yeah, it's not going to affect you. I don't see how is it going to affect you. Yeah.
As long as you're happy, basically.
Yeah.
But on your relationship with Susan, who is 10 12 years your
10
senior?
years.
10 years your senior? Okay, Susan, with
And
Susan...
you're 31, right, this year?
Okay, so you do the math, yeah? So the thing is, have you met any, besides what everyone else is saying, put that aside, have you come across, problems that you feel could have been something to do with, the difference in your age, maybe? Like the way you look at things or, all that?
Well, people always tell me that I look older than my age. So I guess I do try to avoid dressing more flashily now, like bright colors. But this is my work attire, so it doesn't really affect me in that sense. Yeah, and on the other hand, she's quite lively herself, so that bridges the gap between us.
Okay. How about Ana and Leonard? When you guys go out, is there do people stare and stuff?
Funny looks
Not at all.
Donald?
No, most people say we look the same age.
Yeah.
Or they say he looks older.
Yes.
And that you look younger.
You look younger.
Okay.
But I think they're just trying to flatter me,
But you do look young.
Oh, thank you. Are you trying to flatter me?
No, she's fishing for something in return. So you're supposed to say,
oh, you too, you look really young too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Mr. B. Mr. Q.
But you wrote an article recently in Mypaper about how, you actually went for his POP.
Yes.
And you met...
New experience for me.
Yeah, and you actually met people that you knew. In a way. So could you tell us a little bit more about that experience?
It was kind of weird in a funny way because I used to teach in secondary school and JC, and when I went for his POP, I actually met my ex-students. Yeah. And they were all his sergeants and his officers, or your officers, right? Yeah. So, of course, they came up to me and said, hello, ma'am.
Ma'am. I will always stick with you no matter what.
Thanks.
Unfortunately. And they, of course, eventually they asked, who are you here to see? And when I said, my husband, they went, oh, and it connected that, okay, if you used to be my teacher back then and your husband is passing out just now,
They did the math.
They did the math, yeah.
So did it make you feel awkward or anything like that?
I thought it was hilarious. I didn't think that it was something to be embarrassed about or ashamed about. I couldn't wait to introduce him to them. I was proud of him, and because he's cute. Yeah.
Now he's embarrassed.
But I didn't think it was anything to hide. Yeah.
Leonard, what are your thoughts? How do you feel?
How did I feel? Actually, I'm pretty used to being known as the younger person. It didn't really strike me as anything special or unusual.
Did any of them say anything after your POP or anything? Did anybody come up to you and go, "What? You go, dude!" Like
your bunkmates or?
No, actually no. No. Usually people around me are very supportive. They're like, oh, "Okay, that's good." Then they ask me lots of questions about how I do it, and it goes on.
I think for guys, I'm speaking with Leonard here. I think for guys when
and Donald.
Yeah, and Donald. Because well, for guys, I think it's more like if you have someone that's older, it's this mystical thing because the older girl has more experience and she's
old is gold, baby.
Okay.
So I mean, a lot of guys, hey, well done, man. And plus,
they're more confident.
Yeah,
more assured. They don't ask so many questions.
Is it like a dude
themselves.
thing?
Probably like a dude thing, like well done, and stuff. And yeah, I do.
Man, that's so weird.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Being weird is
it's a
guy's
trademark.
Yes, okay, we're gonna go for a break.
Yes, more questions for our guests. Right after the break.